talk about successes, lifestyle.
Let's talk about these wheels though.
Okay, all right. Hey guys, welcome back to Crown Jewels. Today we have a special segment. I brought my friend Hussein on.
Yes, sir.
From
How are
Farah
you?
Jewelers.
Yes, sir.
And we're gonna talk a little bit about his life, his experience making jewelry, because he's a real, actual jeweler. He works on the bench and he puts these things together by hand himself. I saw some work that he had done. He had gifted some really nice things to his wife. And I asked, who did that stuff? And he told me Hussein, but don't tell too many people about him because we got to keep him our secret. So we're opening the gates right now. Sorry, T.
Thank you.
And I wanted to kind of talk to you a little bit about the origin, a little bit behind,
100%.
What influences you and
100%.
how you guys started the business and where you guys are at today.
For sure.
I know your dad was a jeweler. Did he come from Italy?
My dad's Lebanese.
Okay.
Yeah, he migrated to Italy when he was about 17.
Okay.
Went to Valencia Po, studied hand-making jewelry, just everything from A to Z.
Okay.
Worked under some guy, spent a couple months learning Italian. I think his route, now you can go.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then where did he take it? When did he come to the United States?
So he came to the United States, I would say 85,
Okay.
mid-80s.
And then when did you come along?
I came along in 2000s.
Okay.
Early
okay.
2000s, yeah.
So he had been in the jewelry business. Was it called Farah?
It was
Jewelers?
Valencia Po in the beginning.
Okay.
So he named it after the village that he grew up in Italy.
Okay.
Yeah,
Great.
and he studied it.
And then when did the name change over and when did you kind of like come
In
into
2012, we generated Farah Jewelers.
Okay.
So we had came back. My father moved overseas for a couple years.
Okay.
Spent a couple time, enjoyed.
Right.
Took a little
You
break.
tried to retire.
Exactly.
And
Tried to retire and I was like too addicted.
Okay.
Came back into the game, saw how it was.
Okay.
2012, we decided to open Farah Jewelers. Farah is actually my sister's name.
Okay.
So it's all originated based off of her.
That's really nice.
Yeah. She's the only daughter, so you guys can see what the favorite is.
Yeah, of course. She's the princess of the
Everything
family.
from there. I was studying in school at the time, of course. I was going through high school, everything, and it was kind of just like, where do I want to go next? I would always tell my dad I want to be a jeweler. And he was like, no, you got to go down like a better path. I can see you getting a degree, doing this, going those ways.
Right. So tell me about that story because that's really interesting. And I've heard this before from other friends of mine whose fathers want them or mothers want them to do something specific.
Go down another route.
Yeah.
I guess they saw the struggle and they didn't want us to go through the struggle.
Being in the jewelry
Correct,
business?
yeah.
Okay.
Rather than just looking at the idea and seeing how we can build it up.
Right.
With all the tools and resources, especially have during these times.
So it's kind of like in your blood, in your
Correct.
DNA.
Yeah.
Yeah. No matter what, you were going to do this.
It goes all the way back to like 6th grade.
Right.
Everything. I would have my mom drop me off at like a Walgreens on a corner and tell me, like, I would lie to her, take 20 bucks, put on a prepaid gift card, buy change from Amazon and sell them at school.
Okay.
That's really where I was.
A young businessman and an entrepreneur.
Yeah, it was kind of along those setups.
What was the first piece you sold?
Probably that Amazon piece. I remember it was a gem set.
Okay.
I bought it for $6 and I sold it in the bathroom for $15.
Let's go.
And I was like, okay, I can do this. And I just kept on
Okay.
ordering in quantities and seeing like which line I can take it down.
Okay.
Later on, I had asked my dad, I was like, okay, I'm a little older now. Can you go to your wholesaler and get me a kilo in silver? I'll never forget it.
Okay.
I want a kilo in silver chains and I told him I can flip it. Just trust me, I can flip it,
Okay.
I can do it. He sent me pictures of these chains, those chains. Silver, rope, Cuban Franco, all those three. If you bought one, it was for me.
Okay.
And I was selling it in the bathroom at high school.
Okay.
So you'd go to the games and everybody would be there wearing
What
silver
school did you
chains.
go to?
Dearborn High.
Okay.
Yeah, Dearborn High. Then I went to University of Michigan, Dearborn.
Okay.
Yeah, then Wayne State for pharmacy.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then when did you say, okay, I'm gonna do this full time now? Like I'm done with school. I'm gonna run the business.
During COVID, there was a big transition. I had went to school that year as well. I graduated in 2020. I went into pharmacy school in 2021.
Okay.
But I realized there was so much attention that needed, like especially with my parents, the type of path they're going down, they needed help.
In terms of like taking the business to the next level and communicating with like using online platforms and social media.
I decided to post the first video. Everybody kept telling me, make social media, make social media, make social media.
Right.
I was so against it. Went and bought a Canon, posted my first video of a ring, deleted all the pictures of me.
Right.
I was like, okay, we're just gonna wipe the Instagram. I kept one picture and it was just me as a little kid. And I just kept posting rings and it caught traction. And then people would come into a store and they were like, is Hussein here? I was like, yeah, like no one's ever asked before.
Right.
Like, this is kind of cool. And then it's like, is Hussein here? The next day, yeah, I'm here. like, okay, let's make this custom ring, custom route. And I was like, okay, this is crazy.
Right.
I can visualize this. I can like go crazy with this.
Right.
And then a buddy of mine was doing car videos. I reached out to his videographer and I was like, listen, we need to make content. Like there's no way.
Is that the guy who's doing your stuff
Correct,
now?
yeah,
Yeah.
correct.
You guys have amazing
Yeah.
content.
Shout out Matt, honestly.
Yeah, Matt,
He's, like,
great job.
phenomenal, honestly. With
We need
every
to
aspect.
gatekeep Matt though
Yeah,
too.
trust me.
Matt,
gate
no
kept-
last name.
Gate kept to the max. I promise you. If you know what I'm talking about, Matt will not answer.
He does a great job though.
Thank you. I appreciate it. You guys as well. I reached out to him. He was like, no, I'm only gonna like go down this sector. Maybe we can figure something out. I was like, sure.
Okay.
And slowly but surely he started getting into it. He's like, okay, this is kind of cool. Then we made an intro video. The first time I actually ever invited him, I told him let's just make a video. Like, I don't even know what it's gonna be about. Well, we need to put something sick out.
Right.
So I put like an intro to Farah Jewelers.
Okay.
I posted it and it got 40,000 views, which
Okay.
was crazy to me because I was getting like 200, 300.
Right.
It was like,
How long ago was this?
this was 2 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've been working with Matt for 2 years.
Okay.
2 contracts, 2 tracks.
Okay. That's great. And then just a little bit about like you can actually melt the gold down,
For
pour it,
100%.
create the mold,
Yeah.
set the stones.
I always tell people, like, that's one thing that differentiates us. That's why we're
Right.
called Farah Jewelers.
Right.
Like, we're the people behind it.
Right. We
me.
talked about this.
Yeah.
What separates Farah?
If you look up jeweler, it could be of 2 sectors. I always tell people there's the benchman. You have your bench and you have these pieces and it needs to be made.
Okay.
Or you have your person who's behind a showcase who's like reselling pieces.
Okay.
They're both crucial. One's not needed for the other.
Right.
Like, they're both very crucial,
Right. Of course.
but one can do more than the other can.
Sure.
And if you're able to go down the aspect of how was this piece made before you can sell it, then you can sell it 5 times after.
Sure. Okay. That makes sense.
So if I take this ring and I'm like, okay, this is a nice ring. It has this many carats and it's made out of this. It's like, okay, it's cool. It's whatever. But if I start breaking it down to you and I tell you, okay, this ring was made into 5 parts. We initially made the inner layer.
Sell it to me. Go.
This ring, you'll never find again. I promise you. These ovals are 70 pointers all across, which is very easy to do. That's no problem. But the second layer under is where you start to get tricky. If you take the loop, you'll see the 20 pointer rounds on each side tucked under each oval. So that way, when you take it above, it eliminates the prongs and it makes those stones the prongs.
Yeah. It looks like
So
they're
the
just
bezel's
pressed
over.
against each
Everything.
other.
Everything looks like it just pressed.
Yeah.
So you're literally wearing one icicle all 360.
This is
Yeah.
very clean.
The next way to do this is literally taking a stone, a rough stone, and just cutting it out. Making a ring out of the rough diamond, which is also possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the moose chain.
100%.
How
The
did
moose
this
chain
come
in
to
the
be?
center is definitely legendary. Moose that's his nickname, first and
Okay.
foremost. He texted me one day and he's like, I need a chain and it just needs to be a big moose and just make it aggressive. And then he just sends me a bunch of different PNGs and he's like, okay, this moose shape looks cool. This one looks cool.
So the moose wearing the chain that says moose.
So I was about to get into that. A chain wearing a chain. That's like his number one thing that he wanted, and he wanted to make sure that his chain is iced out too.
Yeah. It's
So everything all across, oh yeah.
yeah.
This
it's-
whole entire piece weighs about 1,200 grams. Yeah, 1,200 grams. About 700 grams in the cubic.
and he let you pick it up to bring it.
For sure,
That's
yeah.
super
All these guys, super great clients.
Yeah, that's
100%.
super nice.
Yeah,
Let's talk
drop it off
about-
to him tomorrow though.
Let's talk about these other pieces here.
Sure.
This is Boss Moo's Allah, and I saw when I first saw this on him, I thought like, wow, this is really like a very serious,
It's substantial.
piece.
It's
Yeah,
very
for him to
substantial.
be wearing this every day is insane.
100%.
And he wears this.
And you're talking in perspective to
He was
somebody of
swimming
his-
with this in the ocean.
He was swimming. And matter of fact, I screenshot it and sent it. I said,
Good
you guys
class.
swimming in this? And T was swimming in this as well.
Yeah, he had
Yeah.
like 3 of them on, and one of the
100%.
guys says to us that was rented the ski-doos to us, said, you know, one time one of Diddy's guys lost a bracelet, this and that, and then 2 weeks later the Diddy thing came out.
That's
So it was just funny, but and then let me see this as well.
Yes.
Explain this to me a little bit.
Same type of setup. So these are twin sisters. One's for T, the one's for Moo.
Right.
As you guys know, best friends.
Yeah.
Every single stone you have anywhere from 2 to 3 carats combining across. That makes the piece to like a different extent. You're not talking as far as in stones, you have anywhere between mealy, which is considered smaller stones, and then you're starting going up in carats. So you have 100 pointers per carat. When you're talking points, it's nothing. When you get into carats, the price triples, doubles, quadruples, depending on the clarity and carat weight.
Sure.
The setting has to be completely different.
Okay.
You're not talking, you're securing a few $100s worth of stones anymore. You're securing tens.
This
and
is not
$100,000.
T's necklace, right? Because
That is not T's
This is
necklace.
way too small.
That
for
is way
T.
too small for T.
This
Correct.
Is,
yeah.
This is for
He wanted to keep on wearing his chains, so we kept his chains. We took his charm.
He's streaming.
He is streaming.
So what does he wear? 1 or 2 carat rounds?
He wears 1 carat rounds all across.
Okay, and
Yeah.
these are 1
Similar
carat
to
rounds
these.
also.
Yes, correct. This is rose gold, his are in white gold.
I really can't go. Now I have to go like 1.
Visually, you're seeing everything.
I have to go 1.2.
1.2. You gotta go 20 points higher.
And then this is really nice. Let me.
This is a beautiful piece. So
Yeah.
these I actually have twin sisters of, but he decided to wear one, gave me one.
Okay.
Double layered, 20-inch and 22-inch. This is the 20-inch one.
Okay.
70-pointer emeralds horizontally set in rose
Yeah.
gold.
You know, and
It's
I
like-
haven't seen this done horizontally before, but then again, you know, I'm not in the jewelry store
I will say
as
it's
much as
done.
I'm in the watch store.
It was definitely been
Right, right.
It's a lot story.
Yeah.
It's definitely been done, but a lot of people tend not to lean for it.
What is the cost of something like this natural?
Something like this natural, you're talking upwards of 50 carats, anywhere between 60 to 75,000, depending on the mounting, what carat and clarity.
I mean, these look very, very, very
They're very clean stones. Yeah.
What is your suggestion when people come in and they say, hey, like, why don't we do this in lab, or what's the difference? Or because I'm sure people come in all the time and they say like,
The first question, what's the difference between a lab diamond and a real diamond?
sure,
But see, the word is real diamond.
Right.
That's the problem.
yeah,
There's no such thing as real diamond or fake diamond when you're comparing the lab and natural.
Right.
It's just back to the origin. If you take the piece itself, it's always going to be the same.
you're saying the composition is
Correct.
the same.
The
right?
composition is the same. The
Right.
hardness is the same. The chemical structure is the same. It's the origin and the resale value. That's where you differentiate. So one's not real, one's not fake.
So right now, if I say to you, hey, I want to buy a 1 carat round 24-inch chain, right?
Okay.
And I want it to be 18 karat gold. Let me ask you a question. Between the gold, do you tell people like, hey, like if it's better to do 14 than 18, it's going to save
sure.
you here. It doesn't make a difference.
Definitely. No, especially now with mountings, it's making the most significant difference with lab stones. A lot of times these mountings are costing more than the stones now.
Right. The mountings meaning like the setting,
correct.
the gold.
The
without.
gold mountings
Right.
that's holding the diamond.
Okay, so the gold is now worth more, and the construction of it
Correct.
to get done costs more or the same as the stones.
For example, there's a lot of stones, or I'm sorry, a lot of tennis chains as these,
Right.
then they pave the sides.
Okay.
You're talking about 30 stones on each basket. 30.
Oh,
larger
they're
stones
also hitting the
on the
side?
Correct.
I don't think I've seen that yet.
Really? I'll show you
Yeah.
one. We got to get you one.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So you're talking, you're talking 30 stones. A stone setter's not touching it for less than $2 a stone.
Okay.
That's $60 per basket multiplied by the chain.
So let's say someone's coming in and they want to get like a piece like I don't know, like a pendant,
For
right?
sure.
And they're like, you know what? Like, what do you think? Like, is it better to do the pendant in lab and do the chain in real? Like, do people do
I always
that?
ask them
Like-
what their priority is.
Okay.
What is your purpose for it? Are you going to put it in the safe and call it a day? Or are you going to wear it and just keep on rolling with it?
Right. Right.
That goes back down to it. And then we either prioritize gold and go high purity.
Okay.
And if we go too high on the purity and the gold is too soft, a lot of times we'll do a high purity inlay and then the outside will just be like a 14 wall.
Okay.
So we'll set the diamonds on it. So a lot of people could keep their purity, keep their gold, but still keep that solid
That's
structure.
interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Let's talk about this. Is this a functional? Is this the
This
functional
is functional.
piece?
Yeah, go
Okay,
for it.
yeah.
100%.
Tell me about how this works.
We'll actually put this guy right back. This is T's, I call it the Tour Trophy Ring.
Okay, yeah. So this was from the Forever My Moment.
Correct.
tour.
Forever My Moment 2025, all the way across to it.
Yeah. So there's so much detail in this.
There's
the
so many
Spirit of
things to look
Detroit.
at. Spirit of Detroit. Look behind the Spirit of Detroit. There's a PS5 controller.
This is like a lot.
Keep
yeah,
going.
my eyes aren't like that.
Yep.
We're not at that level. These are
going.
prescription, but yeah, this is like really, really
All the way across. And if you look at the stones, they start off as like pairs and stuff, and then they'll go.
Yeah, well, there's a lot to look at.
Correct.
There's a lot to take
to
in.
look at.
This is actually, there's a lot to unpack here. When I looked at it online, you know, things are different in person all the time, especially when you're looking at watches and catalog. But
Perception of
jewelry
size as well.
like this
Yeah.
is so just low key and under the radar. This is perfect for T. I mean, this is like really
I was gonna say, I think we need one for the whole team.
Yeah, obviously. And then is there a different cut, or are they all rounds inside the bear's mouth?
Between the bear's mouth, no, those are just rounds.
And then show me how the thing
On these
functions.
pieces, you have all the way it wraps out, and then you
Okay.
have the exit 9 revealing. Behind the exit 9, there's marquee-shaped emeralds.
Yeah, I
Makes it
see
green.
that.
So that makes up the green logo.
Right,
So you
right,
can wear that by itself, or this by itself, or side by side.
right. Let's see this. I'm concerned that I may be retaining a lot of water if these don't even fit me. And he's like 4 times the size of me. Yeah, this is a great look for me for the country club Sunday
I love
morning
it.
brunch.
100%. Well, because
So what like how did you come up with this? You're like,
with
hey,
this
we're just
centerpiece, I
Yeah.
went based off of Super Bowl rings.
Okay. Did he
Completely
ask
based off
you
of Super
like
Rings.
make me a
No.
crazy ring?
No,
Okay.
his tour is so significant.
Yeah.
Especially the fact that it was his first ever tour
Yeah.
in the city of Detroit too.
Right, right.
And I was presenting a watch to him that day.
Okay.
228, 236, the presidential green,
Okay.
platinum.
Oh, was that you, with
Right.
the Arabic?
Yeah.
Oh, that's an
I gave
insane
that to him.
watch.
Yep. We did that on stage, and I figured, okay, like he's buying
I have to
something.
find that where that is in his house. I like that one a lot.
I'll find out which house, or which city first. And I was like, okay, wait, there's no way we can give T just a watch. I mean, he's purchasing it on stage. We got to do something crazy.
Right, right.
This is like T Grizzley in the city of Detroit.
Right, right, of course.
go back
So this was a
2018.
gift.
100%.
That's really nice.
100%. And at the time, he had gotten his G7 bracelets
Right.
with the logo, so I figured just need to end up the kit. Yeah. And he does enough with me. This is not.
Yeah, no, of course.
100%.
Yeah, that's amazing.
He deserves it more for sure.
Let's jump to the watches. This is my personal
This is your segment.
passion. Yeah, is the watches. What do we have here? I mean, I see some stuff that like I personally really love. This is like, honestly, this is one of my favorite new
This
dials.
is everybody's new favorite.
this
dial.
ombre.
Anything with an ombre is
No,
really
I'm saying
cool stuff.
better than the black ombre on
think so?
rose.
Better than the black on
blue.
rose?
I've seen them all. This is the best one in
Really?
person. In person, yeah. Lou has one of those, and it's amazing. And I saw it at the Rolex store also. Really,
I
really.
mean, it's Rolex green.
Yeah, it's just the way,
is a
the way
Rolex
that
ring.
the ombre hits. And then,
Especially in different lights.
You have then you have the,
Anniversary.
yeah, this is a 60th.
The 60th. This is, I call this either the COVID make it or break it watch.
This one right here.
Yep, either
This
you-
watch went from 40 to 90 to 40.
Yep.
Now it's at 50
That's
or
exactly what I'm
55
talking
or
about. The
something.
make it or break it.
Yeah. And then, these are some nice pieces here. This,
Batman is gonna live
the back girl.
all day. A bad girl, sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm an old man.
This is
too.
this is back up in the market, I think, also.
Yep.
This went up. It went up above the lefty, the Sprite.
The Sprite had its surge and then it went right back
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
It went right, because a lot of people realize, okay, I can't have a crown digging into my forearm.
Yeah, it's it's uncomfortable.
It's very
on the other
uncomfortable.
side.
Woman's
Is this a
AP?
38?
This is a woman's AP.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the 38 is actually
38 is a very nice size for some
Yeah.
people. A lot of people don't realize Rolex didn't start 40s and 41s till very recent. Within the
of
last
course.
2 decades. A lot of these people that a lot of people look up to was 36s.
Yeah.
All the way across. You're talking
Yeah, now when
movies,
I
mob
put a
bosses,
30
everything.
Yeah, it was Tony Soprano.
Tony Soprano,
36 yellow
champagne on
Prezi.
champagne, you can't forget it.
Yeah,
Even the
yeah.
guys in the show too, they all had the Cartiers.
Yeah.
Nothing was big.
Yeah, yeah, they're
It
all
was a
small
Clash,
watches.
you're talking about stuff like that.
This is a black dial?
This is 15500.
Yeah. Yeah, these are beautiful. So as far as the watch stuff goes, I know that you got Jerry
do.
a watch, Jerry Johnson.
Jerry
shout
the
out.
graduate. He came to
Yeah.
Farah Jewelers University.
Yeah, and he graduated and went from a bust down to a chocolate.
He actually bought the blue dial. He wanted the chocolate and he was like, too many people have it. I need blue.
Oh, okay. So you went,
Yeah.
oh, I like the blue
Yeah,
dial a lot.
I
Not a
love
lot of people have that.
Exactly.
yeah.
That's gonna make him so happy.
Yeah, yeah. We'll take that part out. And then what's this? What's the ladies piece that you have? Is that a
Ladies
26?
piece is something I will never sell.
Okay.
This is a 26 millimeter. I got it from some guy in Tokyo.
Okay.
I was awake at 3 o'clock in the morning, just going through all the dealer chats. They wake up, I start looking. It's an untouched. It was never, ever, ever worn, ever sized, ever anything. With the original booklet, wallet,
And in the old case,
in
with
the old case,
papers.
with the
Yeah.
old outside cover.
Yeah, yeah. These are. Let me see. Let me show me
And
this
look at
because
this little booklet.
yeah, these are like the real.
So when a
OG
lot of
original.
people, I need some people to understand one thing.
Yeah, no.
A lot of people go and they say, oh, I need a Rolex, I need watch and papers, watch and papers. These are papers.
Yeah, yeah. They don't have papers anymore.
They don't have papers anymore.
No, they just have
Papers
a
are
card.
not a thing anymore. You have
Yeah.
cards. Everything is just in cards, trackable.
People will buy just this, just
Yeah.
the box.
Yeah.
Just the papers, just this.
I have people offer me just for this. I have a wallet. I have the tie from Rolex. A lot of those
from the
extra
old
pieces.
ones. This is really.
And this came straight from Tokyo with the original, with the original hang tags. Look at the Rolex crown. It used to come up. Now it just
It pops off the top.
now it just regular.
This is real dork stuff.
Yep.
This is some real
dork stuff. This
collector
is the new
dork stuff. Yeah, of course.
That's really what you care about. It depends on what you care about.
See, the original stamp is a red stamp. The original stamp.
Red
The
boxes.
red stamp.
Red boxes.
So how did you meet T initially and start this relationship off?
I have to say, I have to shout out one of my good friends, Alex, from Twins Auto Sales. The first thing that T wanted to do when he came to Detroit that day, I was hanging out with him. He said, I need to pick up a car. We need to do a music video ASAP.
Okay.
I was with him. I was like, I could go? He goes, yeah. I show up. I'm just waiting to the side. I'm waiting for everybody to show up. Car pulls up. It's T and Moo actually at the same time.
Okay.
I'm like, he's like, you know what that is? I was like, yeah, I know what that is. We're gonna go through it. He hands him off the car, and then I go to the side, and he's like, introduce yourself as a jeweler. I was like, I've never really done that before. I'm
it's like
I don't want to come off trying to sell you something. So I just went in with it. I was like, hey, I'm a jeweler. You ever need anything, we get it done. And then I remember I said something along the lines of, you have a stone missing in your chain. Because I need a reason for them to need me.
Right.
You have a stone missing in your chain. I can do it.
Right.
And I'm not sending it out.
Right.
You can bring it and you're gonna sit over me and I'm gonna put it on for you as you watch.
Right.
So that caught his eye. And then Moo actually came. Moo came the first couple of times and then he was sending stuff to T. He's like, hey, T, like his father's, he graduated, like we can do these things. And then T slowly came in and then we got acquainted. Now I just FaceTime him.
I mean, he buys a lot of jewelry.
T's notorious for jewelry.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you got to understand, T is very selective with his jewelry.
Of course.
He's very smart with his jewelry.
Yeah.
I would say as of recent years.
Yeah.
He knows the mistakes he's made in the past. But honestly, mistakes have made him in monetization.
Of course. How involved does he get when he's making something for his wife? Like this,
I would say the majority is him.
Is him coming up for his
Or
stuff, for his wife's stuff?
For his stuff, I'll kind of say just do whatever you want.
Okay.
Like, for example, yesterday he sent me a text. He's like, hey, make X, Y, and Z. And I was like, okay, I'll send you a couple fonts and see what you like. I'll roll with it. But that's it. Just a baseline of exactly what he wants, and I'll have to roll with it.
Right.
So I take it to my iPad and break it down. If I'm making a piece, I need to understand who the person is, what's going on with the person, and what the situation is. If there's any way they're going to be wearing it every day, I need to make sure it's strong. If they want a certain message, if their main focus is, hey, I want to wear this to an event and I want this to be the standard. So a lot of people, they come in with priorities.
Did you do some stuff for Babyface Ray also?
Babyface Ray, he did a little cross. A lot of stuff was mix-shaped diamonds.
Okay.
So that's initially what started that mix shape and it inspired me to go into these.
Or just have it land into one today, Max.
100%.
So what do you think the artists care about more today? Do they want to, are they more into like, let's just get the bigger, the flashier piece? Or do you think
it used to be?
Do you think it's now because I feel like now everybody wants like at least a 1 carat tennis chain, just keep it clean. Do you feel like that's kind of?
They've kept the standard more elegant now.
Yeah.
A lot of people are realizing the differentiation between, hey, let me go off showy and like flashy.
But do you think those artists are the older artists?
They are the older artists, but the younger artists are getting influenced by them.
Right.
Big time.
Right.
Big time, because they're getting called out. They're getting called out big time for their stuff.
Right.
If you see somebody with a silly chain or a bust down or something, automatically they're getting called out.
Right.
There's no leaving room because of the situations in the rooms these guys are being put in.
Let me ask you a couple questions on the business side.
For sure.
What's the biggest misconception about owning a jewelry business?
The money and the time.
That you guys are just crushing and it's easy?
Money, 100%.
And it's
if you see the jewelry in the store, the jewelry's mine.
Right.
It's like under that impression. And it's the time. Like forget the money, put it to the side, it's the time. It's like, okay, we close our showroom. The biggest misconception, because our showroom hours are 11 to 4, is that we go in at 11 and we leave at 4.
Right. No, you're in there at 8.
Far.
Right.
I'm in there at 8 and I'm leaving by 6, 7, 9, depending on what's going on.
Right, of course.
We got to do the repairs. If I wasn't making jewelry in the back and if we didn't have a workshop, 100% that would be the case.
Of course.
You pack up your stuff and leave.
Right.
But at the end of the day, I got to go take the 20 orders of the repairs, the chains, create CADs, renderings, and just kind of go those routes.
What is the most stressful custom order you've had to take?
An engagement ring.
An engagement ring.
An engagement ring.
Just in general.
And in general, an engagement ring.
Right. Now the women are scary. Yeah.
Honestly, it wasn't the woman.
It was the guy.
It was the guy.
Okay.
It was the guy speaking on the woman's behalf.
Okay.
He's like, he wanted that piece to be super specific.
Okay.
You're talking about segments of like illustrations, fingerprints inside of the
How
ring.
long ago was this specific one?
About 8 months ago, let's say.
Are they still together?
They are still together.
Okay, good.
I think so.
Have you ever just straight up refused to make a piece for whatever reason? In your
Not that I
personal
can remember.
experience?
No.
Okay.
Not that I can remember.
What is
Not
something?
before what I told you on the
Yeah, of course. What's something that jewelers don't tell customers that they maybe should?
that they maybe should take your time.
Okay.
Take your time. A lot of people are rushing. Like a lot of these jewelers, you're going and you're trying to sell these clients instantly, but it's gonna come back and bite you.
Right.
You need to educate the client on the piece. Whether you like it or not, you're in a storefront. People can come back to you. You're easy to find.
Of course.
You need to make sure everything you're putting out is truthful.
Okay.
And just from the start, tell people, hey, if you want to buy, like for example, I had a client recently. They came back to buy a 21 karat gold coin. We were doing bullion, and a 24 karat. And she had no awareness that like on 24 karat, there's no sales tax considered US currency.
Okay.
So you're waving this up. And so she's going debating. They have no prior knowledge of
Right.
the pieces they're buying. Kind of going based off propaganda and all the media.
Right.
You're
And
walking
what
into
other
these
people have told them.
and you're going to these malls and seeing, oh, Christmas sale, 70% off, 60% off. So you're being influenced by a lot of false things.
Right. Of
I
course.
think that's the biggest.
What are your favorite things to make?
I love making personal pieces as far as pendants that people aim for. So a lot of times
So the more creative.
more creative things, a lot of times people want stuff for their brand. So we take their brand and we flip it around and we make it them.
Have you ever ended up creating someone's logo by making their pendant?
It was the other way around. It was the other way around. My logo was created by a pendant. I had seen a pendant come in
Okay.
and I made my logo based off of it because it was a flower and it
Okay.
was made out of 4 diamonds.
That's really interesting.
And I
So
was like,
it went the other
yeah,
way.
it went the
That's
other way
crazy.
around.
Yeah.
I swear to God, funny you said that.
That's
My logo
interesting.
came from a used piece of jewelry.
Okay.
Then I took that F and I put the J.
Let me ask you just a couple watch questions.
For sure.
What are your top 3 favorite all-time specific pieces?
Specific pieces.
Yeah. They can all be within one brand. They can be, 3 different brands. But what are your 3 favorite
If I
pieces?
see a rose gold ice and Kaiso,
Okay.
I'm stopping.
Okay.
The price isn't high, but that piece is phenomenal.
Eisenkiesel, Eisenkiesel.
Eisenkaiser,
Sure. No, yeah, for sure.
Eisenkiesel,
Okay,
whatever you want to call
okay.
it. I believe that piece is like phenomenal.
It's unbelievable.
Initially, they made it in a 36 and I was crushed.
Right.
Then they came out with it in a 40 and, I was
And
like, oh,
then they
this is
came up with
phenomenal.
bezel. What's your
100%.
second?
Second piece, 5711.
Okay.
By
Rose?
far, rose, 100%.
Okay.
Everything
Plain.
rose.
Okay. Yeah. Plain
Plain rose.
And then what's your third?
My third, platinum, I take it back. Platinum meteorite.
Oh, okay. That's great.
Platinum meteorite
Day-Day.
president, Day-Day, but it has to have the baguette bezel.
Okay. Great.
It has to have the baguette bezel.
Yep.
The baguette bezel reflecting on the meteorite every time you move your hand is like something you've never felt before.
Yeah. It's a
And
great
the
watch.
weight of platinum, if no one's ever tried a platinum watch on,
It's extremely heavy.
extremely heavy, extremely different feeling.
Yeah. No,
It's like Rolls Royce Ford.
No, yeah, it's
like a
true if you
different
like that.
100%.
What were you gonna say? Platinum Daytona?
I was gonna
Any reference?
No, I was gonna say platinum as well. I was
Okay.
going for it. I just wasn't sure if I was gonna go that route or not.
Okay.
Because the
okay.
second thing in my mind would be like anything Tiffany stamped, I'm into.
So then, then you'd have to be a
Yeah,
Patek.
Patek.
What's your favorite brand all out if you could only wear one watch brand for the rest of your life?
Worldwide Rolex.
Okay, Rolex.
By
If
far.
you only could wear one color of gold, what would it
Rose.
be? Rose?
By far.
Okay, that was easy.
Yeah, that's so quick.
Good enough for
White
sure.
is too much on me, depending on the piece.
14 or 18 karat gold.
14 for if you have diamonds on
for
it,
the
18
strength?
if it's plain.
Okay. We're about to enter into what we call the 7-second segment.
Okay.
Can you say that?
7-second segment.
Okay, pretty good.
Okay.
So
Send
we're just
you
going to
those
fire
shows?
these off. If you can't do it, I'm just going to roll to the next one.
No, that's fine. Let's go for it.
Okay. What do you prefer to wear, chains or rings?
Chains.
Bust down or factory?
Factory.
Biggest waste of money in jewelry?
Biggest waste of going higher clarity on tennis chains. It makes no sense for me.
Okay. What's the smartest buy right now?
Gold.
Okay.
Just go buy gold.
What's one piece you have that you'd never sell?
Ooh, this. I'll never sell this.
Okay, that's right.
I'll never
The
find this
OG,
again. Yeah.
The OG. What's a rule every first time buyer breaks?
Patience. They just buy instantly without researching. Instantly, and then regret it.
If you had $10,000 cash, what are you buying?
Ooh. I'm finding a cheap Datejust, two-tone. I'm always gonna keep my money in that. Or I'm buying a 36 millimeter President, and I'm saving a couple grand and buying one for 12,000.
Okay, if you have $100,000, what watch are you buying?
Oh, platinum President.
We're back to that?
Yeah,
Okay.
100%. We're back. There's nothing that's gonna be a platinum President.
What's your favorite Daytona?
Favorite Daytona? John Mayer or Paul Newman. Funny enough that you said that.
Okay.
Just something about the black and red on the dial is very
The
interesting.
original.
A lot of times they'll do it on the ceramics of the pandas and stuff like that.
Sure.
It does look good.
Yeah, exactly. What's the craziest piece you've been asked to make?
T. Grizzly's baby brother's chain.
Okay, yeah, that
Yeah.
piece is absolutely
Absolutely
insane.
wild.
Yes, the enamel and the
I
work that
literally
went
took
into
his
it.
hand, created it in a CAD, put the same exact tattoos, had it sent to this tattoo artist. They did all the enamel. It was ridiculous. The process from A to Z was wild.
How much, can we talk about, like, how much was that piece? We don't have to.
We don't have to.
Okay, great.
Anything, if you want to, I would say if you want to remake something like that, you're anywhere from 6 figures plus.
What's the craziest thing besides money that you've been offered for jewelry?
boat?
A boat?
Yeah, somebody offered me a boat.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Right.
jet skis. I took the jet skis.
Okay.
I took the jet skis. Yeah,
Let's go.
I have 2 jet skis, and I traded them for a gold ounce. At the time, the ounce was 3,200. I gave them 2 ounces for 2 Sea-Doo GTXs.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now they're 41.
Yeah, and
or something?
I'm on my ass on the jet skis.
Right.
And they don't work.
What's one trend in jewelry that needs to go?
Organic, to an extent. A lot of these guys are creating organic jewelry. You'll see it on them, but it's just unfinished, uncasted stuff.
Okay.
They just like create the piece, throw a stone in there, and call it a day. And then they label it as organic, and it's just a selling factor.
Right. Yeah. What's one trend in the watch industry you think that it's time to pass?
Bezels. Please stop changing your bezels.
Yeah, anything aftermarket.
Anything bezel, just don't put it. Just
Okay.
keep whatever bezel came on the watch.
Yeah, so as long as it's factory.
Yeah, as long as it's factory,
Right.
100%. Yeah, I'm talking about aftermarket bezels.
The last thing,
Yeah.
what's jewelry you silently judge people for?
Illusion setting, which is the makeup of small stones to look like it's worn.
Oh, okay, like with the
Yeah. So
earrings
let's
with
say-
300 stones in it.
Yeah, congratulations.
I need to
Those
come
ones,
by and
yeah.
pick a pair of those up.
100%.
Thank you, brother. I really appreciate
Thank you for
coming on the
everything.
show.
I appreciate it. Thank you for having
Absolutely.
me on the show. I appreciate
great
you guys,
episode.
definitely.